Most used car buyers don't get ripped off because they're stupid. They get ripped off because they trust the wrong things. A clean car, a confident seller, a fresh service, a polished dealership. But after years working as a mechanic, I can tell you something that most buyers don't realize. Some of the most expensive used cars I've ever seen look perfect when they were sold. And the scary part is this: most sellers never technically lie. They just leave out the part that costs you thousands later. In this video, I'm going to show you the biggest used car lies that sellers tell, what they actually mean, and how mechanics see right through them. I'm a mechanic, and this is Car Debrief. One of the biggest lies in the used car market is this: it's just been serviced. Because most buyers hear that and instantly relax. But here's what sellers know. Most people never ask what was serviced. An oil change is technically a service, even if the suspension is destroyed, even if the transmission is slipping, even if the tires are bald. I've seen sellers spend $120 on a quick oil change, then advertise the car like it's mechanically perfect. And buyers fall for it constantly. A fresh service does not mean the car is healthy. It just means that someone changed fluids recently. That's why mechanics care more about consistent service history, timing belt replacement, transmission servicing, coolant maintenance, and repair invoices. Not just the words recently serviced. Because neglected cars often get one final cheap service right before sale to make buyers feel safe, and honestly, it works. This is one that sounds amazing in ads. One elderly owner, driven by a retired couple, only driven to church on Sundays. Now, sometimes that's true, but buyers romanticize this way too much, because old owners can either be incredible or absolute disasters for cars. Some older owners maintain vehicles obsessively. Others ignore problems for years because it still drives fine. I've inspected old owner cars with leaking shocks, ancient tires, overdue timing belts, thick sludge in the engine, and dangerous brakes, because the car barely got driven and also barely got maintained. Low kilometers do not automatically mean low wear. In fact, cars that sit around constantly can be huge issues. Seals dry out, batteries fail, tires crack, fuel systems come up, air conditioning systems leak. A neglected low kilometer car can actually be worse than a well-maintained high kilometer one. That's why mechanics look for condition, not emotional stories. This one catches buyers constantly. They open the bonnet and the engine bay looks spotless. And they think, wow, the owner really cared about this car. But mechanics immediately become suspicious because sometimes a freshly cleaned engine bay means that it is hiding leaks. Oil leaks, coolant leaks, power steering leaks, transmission leaks. A dirty engine tells a story. A freshly washed engine sometimes erases it. Now, obviously not every clean engine is suspicious. Some owners genuinely detail their cars. But when an engine bay is soaking wet before an inspection, alarm bells go off instantly, especially if the owner has warmed the engine up before you arrived. That combination is one of the oldest tricks in used cars. Warm engine, fresh wash, hide the noises, hide the leaks, hide the smoke. Mechanics always prefer inspecting a cold engine because cold starts reveal problems sellers don't want you to hear. This is one of the most dangerous lies in used cars. It just needs a sensor. It just needs a regas. It just needs a wheel alignment. Okay, then why didn't you fix it before selling it? That's the question that a lot of buyers forget to ask. Because if the repair was truly that cheap and simple, most sellers would fix it, especially if it increases the value at the time of sale. Now, yes, some small fixes are genuinely small, but sellers also massively downplay expensive problems. I've seen needs a wheel alignment become bent suspension, needs a regas become a failed compressor, small transmission issue become a $7,000 rebuild. And here's the problem. Buyers want to believe the cheaper explanation because emotionally they already want the car. That's when people stop inspecting properly and start convincing themselves. That's dangerous. This one shocks people because many accident repaired cars are never disclosed properly, especially privately. And buyers think accident damage always looks obvious. Most of the time, it doesn't. Modern repairs can hide damage extremely well. That's why mechanics look for patterns. Things like uneven panel gaps, overspray on rubber trims, mismatched headlights, paint shade differences, fresh bolts, weld marks, crumpled metal behind panels. Because cars tell stories, even when sellers don't. And one of the biggest mistakes buyers make is only looking outside of the repair, not the quality beneath it. A badly repaired crashed car wears tires unevenly, pulls during braking, develops suspension problems, leaks water, creates endless rattles. And the worst part, some buyers don't discover it until years later when trying to sell the thing. That's when the next buyer notices it. If a seller says this, pay attention immediately, because modern cars don't randomly turn on warning lights for fun. Warning lights exist because the car detected a fault. Now, yes, some faults are minor, but sellers often use vague language to reduce urgency. Things like, it's just an oxygen sensor. It's always done that. It goes away sometimes. Even small warning light issues can hide bigger problems underneath. And without scanning the car properly, you are guessing. That's why mechanics always scan vehicles before buying. Because fault codes tell stories sellers don't, and sometimes buyers don't even realize that lights were intentionally hidden. A common trick is disabling warning lights completely, especially airbag and engine lights. That's why all dashboard lights should illuminate briefly on startup. If they don't illuminate at all, that's a massive red flag. This is pure pressure psychology, and dealerships use versions of this constantly. There's another buyer interested. You need to decide today. We can't hold it. Now, sometimes that's true, but pressure changes buyers' behavior because rush buyers stop thinking logically. They skip inspections, ignore warning lights, and emotionally justify problems. That's exactly what sellers want. Confident buyers move slowly. Emotional buyers move fast. And the used car market feeds on emotional decisions. One of the best mechanic rules is this: never inspect a used car that you cannot walk away from. The second you become emotionally attached, you lose leverage. The biggest lie sellers tell isn't always verbal. Sometimes the biggest lie is the car itself. Because used cars are masters of first impressions. A clean detail, tire shine, fresh polish, nice photos, a confident seller. And buyers start imagining ownership before they even inspected it properly. That's why people buy emotionally, then spend months financially recovering afterward. Mechanics think differently. We assume nothing. We verify everything. Because one hidden issue can erase years' savings overnight. And honestly, the most expensive used car mistakes are avoidable if the buyer just slowed down, inspected properly, and stopped listening to sales language. The truth is, used cars aren't dangerous because of what buyers see. They're dangerous because of what buyers miss. And the people who save the most money long term aren't the people who buy cheap cars. They're the people who know how to spot the right things before purchasing. If you want to inspect cars the way that mechanics actually do, I've created the full Car Debrief inspection system covering hidden red flags, accident repair detection, test drive analysis, negotiation psychology, pricing strategy, seller behavior tactics, so you can avoid expensive mistakes before they even happen. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Car Debrief, because cars don't fail randomly, and neither should your decisions.